Hello my divine kings and queens, I'm back to do another video, and today's message, what we're going to be going over is in regards to your enemies. I'm feeling like the enemies who have gone and talked about you, who have gone off and used you for your abundance, used you for what you was only in your life for what you could do for them, but they never had intentions on giving anything back to you. They never had any intentions of trying to trust you, of trying to establish a healthy, strong foundation and relationship with you, right? They came in with ill intent. God is telling you, watch how I humble your enemies. They're gonna come back trying to seek your forgiveness. Watch how I humble your enemies. Everyone, let me tell you something. Everyone could think that they big and bad, but let me tell you something. There's always someone out there that's bigger and badder that can put these people in your place, whereas you couldn't. And God orchestrated everything to work out the way that it was supposed to, because even though you were not prepared for this, and even though these people who did it to you know that you wasn't deserving of it, look at where you are right now, baby. Look at where you are. Mentally, you understand. It puts you in a position where you said, the next relationship I get in, I know what red flags to look at. I know what not to overlook, because I'm not going to go in the cycle again. You would have never thought like that had you not been burnt, had you not been betrayed. A lot of you guys, as nice and innocent as you were, you had to understand we are in a cruel, crooked, backwards world. We can't just be in a little bubble because we following God's word and we on our path. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even God tell us, he puts us in a position to ruffle our feathers up a little bit. We can't just let any and everybody just walk over us like we their doormat. That's not how he intended us. That's not how he intended for us to move through this world. I told y'all, we are warriors. We're not weak. We're not weak-willed. We're not weak-minded. Okay? And he's saying, you need not worry about these people, because watch how I'm about to humble them. Watch how they gonna come back seeking your forgiveness after I'm through with them. Please believe it. Please believe it. And let me tell you something. For a lot of you guys, these people are going to try to come back seeking your forgiveness, not because half of it is what they've been going through. A lot of y'all had to sit back and watch these people betray you in the worst way and go off and live their merry lives like ain't nothing changed. Go off and get in relationships like they never loved you, like you was never nothing. Go off and take your businesses, take your home, live off of your abundance, baby. Some of these people, it was a rags to riches stories for these people, all because you came into their life and you was helping them. They couldn't appreciate you for who you were. They couldn't appreciate you for the gem, the diamond in the rough that you were. They didn't know what to do with you. They didn't know how to give back what they was receiving from you, because they came in with ill intent. But they took what you was giving them and was giving it to other females. Took what you was giving them and was giving it to other men. Swindled you out of money, out of your business, out of contracts. But God's saying, baby, he bringing that back to you bigger and better. In this time, when he brings you up out of this, he's pushing you. You can forgive these people, but you don't need to accept their offer, because they went out here and talked so foul on your name, it didn't make no doggone sense. And a lot of these people who they talked to knew that they was liars, knew that they was haters, but it's like your name is already out there in a bad light. People don't forget. Like how I remember things I went through in elementary school. Nobody's ever going to forget your past. No one is ever going to forget the things that these people said against you and how they went against you. But let me tell you something. It don't even matter, because God is saying they downfall is going to be like, it's going to be set for everyone to see, because they had everyone fooled. They didn't have to do you like that. They knew doggone well that you was nobody that needed to be. They knew not to mess with you. A lot of these people who went against you, they weren't firm believers in God and strong and deep into their spirituality. And if they were, they was dabbling in some mess that they didn't have to be dabbling into. They was in the dark forces. They wasn't in spreading peace, love, and light. They wasn't of God. Whatever they was doing wasn't holy. It wasn't spiritual. Do you understand me what I'm saying? Because they didn't believe in God. But let me tell you something. God said, I bet they do after I'm finished with them. I bet they try to find them some Jesus. Then I bet they get down on their knees and they find me then, and they pray to me then. By the time I'm through with them, because watch how I humble them. They gonna be coming back asking for your forgiveness, and that's gonna be your justice. Having other people see them be down, back to square one. God gonna bring them back to square one how they was before you came up in their life, and God gonna tell you better walk. They gonna need to stay in this position, cause it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. How you go ahead and you do that to somebody that's helping you? A lot of you guys, like what y'all email me, my God, these people are really treacherous. Taking money from you, giving it to somebody else, having people up in your home, knowing that they got money and telling you that they broke, like they can't give you nothing, and you done gave them everything. Watch how I humble them, because see, for them to go out there and run this, they never thought that they would have to come back to you and seek your help again. But no, God say, turn them away. They need to seek me. They need to seek me. Yeah. And let me tell you something, what it say in Psalms chapter 25, verse 1. Do not let me be put to shame. A lot of you guys were asking God and getting down on your knees. You did have to go through it. You did. And let me tell you something, but you was down on your knees, you was asking God, please God, y'all, some of y'all thought y'all was never gonna get out of this shame, out of this embarrassment, out of the humiliation. That's humiliating. When a lot of the things that you guys had to go through was humiliating what I had to go through. And you beg God, you pray to God, do not let me be put to shame. A lot of you guys was asking God to for him to give you power. Give you power over your enemies. And it say, do not let me be put to shame, nor let my enemies triumph over me. What that mean? Everything that your enemies did to go against you, you ask God to help you get out of these situations, right? You ask God to get you out of the shame, to get you out of the embarrassment, so your enemies will not triumph over you. But a lot of them thought that they did. They thought that they had won, because God said, for right now, I get what you asking me, baby. I'm get what you asking, but you got to work with me. It's gonna take some time. I need you to heal. And see, a lot of it, the justice that God gonna bring your way, the justice that God is gonna bring your way, baby. Oh my God. Speak. The justice that God is about to bring your way. Let me tell you something. A lot of y'all is like, ooh, I hope they be broke for just like I did. I hope they go be home. Let me tell you something, baby. Wherever they're about to be, the justice that God gonna bring you is the fact that you're gonna be so successful, more successful than them, more successful than these family and these friends who they thought you didn't have no support from, because they was talking to. They family and friends was talking to. Yours and theirs. That's the justice that God gonna put you in a position, baby. Everybody gonna have no choice but to sit down like, whoa, oh my God, I don't even make that much. Oh my God, I'm still in my old 2014 car. They didn't went and got them a new 2020, 2021. Baby girl, baby boy. Huh. Y'all, I told y'all about to be stunting. But let me tell you something. Be humble in it. What I told y'all, be humble in it. But let me tell you something. It also say, no one whose hope is in you will ever be put to shame, but they will be put to shame who are treacherous without excuse. Let me read that again. No one whose hope is in you will ever be put to shame. Their hope was in you, right? These people are not going to be put to shame, the ones who was for you, the ones who was really riding for you, right? But the ones who's going to be put to shame are the ones who was treacherous without excuse, baby. You don't go out here and sit up here. I don't care if whatever the case may be. You don't get out here and mess with people just cause. Because, baby, you don't know how connected in the spiritual realm these people are. My God. And see, I feel like that is the message that God wants to send out to people. You think that you can do these things to my children. You think and you thought that my children wasn't out here protected. You didn't sit your butt down and think it through. Because if you thought it through, you would have been like, I'm not going to take this risk because I don't know how this girl always talking about God. This man always talking about God. I don't know how God, how close they are. I don't know what level they are in the spiritual realm and their spirituality. Let me not go ahead and try it. But because these people did not believe in God, right? Because these people were so evil. They were so treacherous. They didn't care if you died in the midst of that. They didn't care what happened to you. These people are about to see how connected you truly were. These people are about to see how protected you truly were. And let me tell you something. He's going to set up. These people going to learn a huge lesson about messing with you. They going to think next time before they just sit out here and just pick a random person that they want to screw over. Because you don't do that. You don't know how deep people are connected in the spiritual realm. You don't know who's protecting them. You don't know. And these people were so ignorant. They thought that they could go ahead and keep doing it to you. Thought that they could you was just going to keep taking them back. A lot of them think that you're so stupid that even if they come back, you're going to accept their offer. Let me tell you something. God is saying, watch how I put these people to shame. Even if they come to you seeking forgiveness, forgive them for you. But you need not accept their offer. They don't get a chance to be part of your new beginning. Of the new abundance and prosperity that God is bringing your way. They don't get a chance to experience that. Because they didn't think you was going to step in that anyway. Now all of a sudden that you do, and that God whooping their butt, they want to come back and be good for you now. They want to come back and, nah, baby, I just want to stay in the house all day. We don't need that kind of energy around us all day. You don't need to accept these people back. And you're not going to accept them back. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because God is saying he's bringing you to greater heights in your life. He's giving you the justice that you asked for. Because let me tell you something. I want to say don't feel sorry for these people. Because God is saying, and what I'm feeling, if people would have had their way, if things would have never went out the way that it was supposed to go, that you ended up coming out of these situations, right? Imagine where you would have been. Out your mind somewhere, homeless, broke. Do you understand what I'm saying? In poverty. There wouldn't have been no hope for you coming up out of that. And you would have had to sit back and watch how good these people was living. That's how your enemies wanted it, how they wanted it to go. But God saying, the devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. You thought wrong. You planned wrong. Yeah. Because let me tell you something. He's saying he about to humble your enemies. He's saying sit back and watch how I humble them. You think I ain't got the power to do it? You think I ain't got the power to do it? I know everything. Everything that God's saying, I know everything that you didn't even take to me in prayer because you were so embarrassed that you did it. My God, speak to me. Speak to me. I don't have to know your situation. I tell y'all, if whatever you email me and you feel comfortable with telling me, let me tell you something, nobody gonna know. It's things that y'all did. It's things that y'all did you didn't even take to God in prayer, even though you know he's because he sees it, he knows it. That's how embarrassing it was. You lost your dignity. You stooped down so low for these people because you wanted them to love you. You was trying to be a good friend, a good mother, whatever it is, take it how it resonate. A good wife. You did things that went against your morals to try to show these people, but these people, they took your feelings, they took it for a game. They never planned on trusting you anyway. They never planned on doing right by you anyway. It was a game for them. It was a sick joke. And you did things that you was so embarrassed, baby, you didn't want to take it to God in prayer. But God said, I already knew before you got down on your knees. I knew. I took them burdens up off for you, my God. Because I know you didn't want to do that. Your heart was so good, you just wanted people to do you how you did them. That's all you wanted. You didn't ask for the world from these people. You didn't ask for a whole lot. And God said, don't worry about it, baby. Sit back and watch how I humble them. Sit back and watch how I humble them. If can't nobody do it, you know I'm going to do it. And they're going to come back seeking your forgiveness. But you can forgive them, but you need not accept their offer. And until next time, divine kings and queens, you already know. If you need a friend, you got it in me. You need love, motivation, inspiration, baby, you got it in me. You need a life example, you got it in me. Do you understand what I'm saying? JC gang for life. I told y'all that. I love y'all, and I got y'all to the end. And until next time, stay prayed up and be blessed.